ahead.
We do not need to stop and ask for directions. We would not need to do that unless we were lost.
All right. So what does R think?
We're not lost.
We're not lost. Excellent. All right. And then what does Craig say?
Craig, the fact that we are lost is precisely why we need to stop.
All right. So the function of Craig's comment is to, what is Craig doing?
Basically saying, actually, we are lost.
Yeah, he's like correcting R and saying like, I'm adding this fact of like, we don't need to do that unless we're lost. Well, we are lost. So, hey, all right. So go on to A.
All right. Contradicts the conclusion of R's argument without offering any reason to reject any one of R's implicit premises. Maybe.
Yeah. Because what is R's conclusion?
R's conclusion is we do not need to stop and ask for directions.
And so this is the premise. So the premise is like, we don't need to do that unless we are lost. So if we stop and ask for directions, that means that we are lost. So do we contradict the conclusion without offering any reason to reject any of the premises? Like we don't reject this premise at all. So I like A so far.
Okay.
But we do contradict the conclusion.
Yeah.
Okay, let's try B.
Deny one of R's implicit premises and thereby arrive at a different, no, just like we said, they didn't deny anything.
Well, we don't deny the premise. We do, we do arrive at a different conclusion, but yeah.
C says imply that R's argument is invalid by accepting the truth of its premise while rejecting, this is what I put.
R's argument is invalid by accepting the truth of its premise while rejecting its. Okay.
I thought that was pretty identical to A, or pretty, I mean, not identical, but close. So I would keep that. Okay. And then provide a counterexample to R's generalization, no. Affirm the truth of the stated premise of R's argument while remaining non-committal, no. Definitely not.
Yeah, we definitely commit. Okay, so what is the difference between A and C? So C is saying imply that R's argument is invalid by accepting the truth of its premise.
Oh. I know what the...
Okay, I'm sorry, what? Say it in your own words.
I see why C is wrong, is because you're not implying anything. You're downright like saying, having a different conclusion.
Yes, and we don't imply it. Yeah, like you said, we don't imply anything by saying like, oh, well, your premise is true, but really your conclusion is wrong. We implying that is wrong by accepting the truth. Yeah, where what the role of this actually is just to straight up say like, no, R, you're wrong. Like what is the purpose of Craig to imply that R is wrong, like kind of hinting at it, or is Craig flat out rejecting R?
I think they're flat out rejecting the conclusion of R.
Yeah, what Craig is doing. Yeah, like he's not like sitting in the passenger seat being like, are you sure you know where we're going? Saying like, no, we need to stop.